For this Now on 3, we are joined with Mary Rappaport from the Virginia Egg Council. Mary, thank you so much for being here today.
It is a pleasure, and I know we're all frantic getting things ready, but I have a couple of tips for you folks at home to make your Christmas and your holiday season a little more exceptional.
I love it. You have a lot of festive things to show us here, so what did you bring?
Let's talk about eggnog first of all. Always serve in a little cup. Really nice, whether it's an espresso cup, a wine glass, or just a little thing like that. And one tip that I have, whether it's homemade or store-bought, put a dollop of eggnog ice cream into it before you then use freshly grated nutmeg, and it's just absolutely delicious. Okay, so there's that. You need an appetizer. Everybody loves deviled eggs in the South, so why don't you make your deviled eggs with a couple of little pomegranate seeds and a little piece of flat leaf parsley, and it ends up looking very festive. This right here is a Christmas quiche, and I love Christmas quiche because you basically make two of them at the same time. Use a pie crust, a really good one, not the cheap store brand. Use the really good one for this because it is the holiday season. Gotta have a spectacular dessert, and this is called a bûche de Noël, and it's basically a chocolate cake that's rolled up instead of in layers like that, and then you ice it, put a little bit of snow on top of it, and these are meringue mushrooms. You can see right here, I've garnished it with meringue mushrooms, traditional meringue mushrooms, which I've always also put on my cookie tray because they are gluten-free, and they are not carb-free because carbs are sugar, but they're gluten-free, and that means that whoever's gluten-free can have them. To make them, which we're going to do today, you separate eggs and whites. You're going to need 4 whites for this recipe and a cup of sugar. And if you see this little white thing in there like that, don't freak out. That means the egg is super fresh.
Got it.
And separate the eggs when they're cold. They'll separate more easily. Save the yolks with a little bit of sugar in it for a wonderful face mask later. Okay?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so you whip up the egg whites in a bowl with some sugar. The recipe is on the website. And you use cream of tartar. Cream of tartar is a stabilizer, and it makes them stay nice and stiff. You mix up the egg whites until you're making a meringue. Put them in a Ziploc bag and cut off the end of it like this. The oven is at a really low temperature. It's at 225 degrees, 90 minutes, and then turn the oven off and forget about them for a while. Okay, so here these are all done, and you're gonna help me. We're gonna dirty them up because you never find a meringue, a mushroom that's not dirty. So you can pick it up and do that if you want to. And like I said, they are a little fragile, so kind of be careful with it. And then I don't know if the camera can see what I've done right here. I've made like an indentation in the bottom, right like that. And in the indentation, I'm going to put either melted chocolate chips, which, oops, like this.
No.
This is not what you want to have happen. So plan on having extra ones. I have one right here that's, go like this, put this in here, be very careful, and then take a stem and put it in here, and they are all set to either give to people in a cookie tin or to garnish your bûche de Noël or your cookie tray. And so these are my exceptional tips for the holidays.
Awesome. All right, Mary. Well, thank you so much for all that. Where can people find more information?
You can go to virginiaeggcouncil.org under TV recipes, and you can also go to WHSV.com.
All right. Well, thank you and happy holidays, Mary.
You too.